Hello, everyone. Today I'd like to share a couple of tips with you on how to enter vocabulary and where to enter vocabulary in your English classroom. So first, the where. Take a typical notebook here. The problem is as you go through class notes with some vocabulary and more class notes with some vocabulary, ultimately, your vocabulary entries are scattered throughout your notebook, and it's very difficult to find the vocabulary if you want to do a quick review. So the best thing to do is create a vocabulary section by taking your notebook and turning it over. Open it up, and then make this back part of your class notebook a vocabulary-only area. So as you enter each of your vocabulary words, they're easily accessible, and you can read through all of your vocabulary entries very easily. So rather than studying at the end of before the test, simply read through your entries every day, and you'll build your vocabulary very quickly that way. How to enter vocabulary. This is basic information that you want for each vocabulary word, so make sure you leave room when you enter your vocabulary words. So you want your vocabulary word followed by part of speech. Is it a noun? Is it a verb? Is it an adjective, etc.? Next, put pronunciation notes. So how many syllables? Where is the word stress? And are there any schwas? Follow that with a definition in your own words. Be careful of click and pasting from a dictionary, because definitions can very often have vocabulary that you don't know, and then the information is useless to you. Follow that with an example of use in a sentence, and be sure that you are using the correct part of speech. So if your word is a noun, use it as a noun in your example sentence. That's the most common mistake I see in students' entrances. Below that, any collocations or idioms. Now, if you're using a good online dictionary, such as Merriam-Webster, they will make note of any collocations or idioms that this word is associated with, and you should make note of those as well. Below that, you want 3 synonyms. This is really important. If you're preparing for the IELTS or any academic writing, if you use the same vocabulary word over and over, you're marked down for that. You can avoid that by having synonyms for the vocabulary words. And 3 antonyms, that's useful, but I would say that especially the first 4 parts are critical. All right, here are some examples. Up above here, we have just a very basic entry, abstain, which is a verb, and then I don't have the schwa key, so I just typed a U for abstain. Stress on the second syllable. To choose not to do something. And then I've got my example sentence. He abstained from eating sweets to lose weight. So this is a collocation. When we use the verb abstain, we always use from. Abstain from. And then I have 3 synonyms and 3 antonyms. Now down below is a more complicated definition, because it can be a noun or it can be a verb. And they mean different things if you're using the noun or the verb. And then that is followed with an idiom, which means something different completely from the noun or the verb. Now, you may choose just to enter the part of speech that you're learning, and that's fine. But if you want to get really thorough, then you would enter everything you find on the word. And that's how you enter vocabulary into your notebooks. I hope this has been useful.